What's up, what's up? DVU, day 107. Had a good day today. Chilling around the house for a little bit. Slept way too late. In fact, so late I'm not going to tell you how late. But, getting to do a little bit of that in the summer. Get to sleep late when I'm not doing too much school. But school's coming around, so I'm going to have to start changing it up. And getting more used to waking up early and working out and stuff. But didn't work out today. I was really, really exhausted and tired from last night and yesterday. Was on the North Shore for about the whole day yesterday, and stayed up really late, chilling, hanging out, and eating some food with some friends, and then just staying up all night. So didn't do too much today, but when I did wake up today, I ended up getting my brake tags fixed. Definitely needed to do that. Went over to some place up on Airline Highway and got it all fixed up. Got 2 years more, so 2 more years I'm gonna have to fix it again. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, after that, came home, played a little bit of PlayStation with Justice. Played a little played a little Battlefield 3, and then played some Madden. Got back on that football game, you know what I'm saying? Football's coming right around the corner, and I'm definitely missing not being able to play that. So anyway, I had fun with that, and then a little bit later today, right around 7:30, went out and Izzy and Justice went out with a good friend of ours, Mr. Frank. He was over at Miley Stadium taking some ground balls and pop up and stuff like that, and just getting some good quality baseball time in. So went out, helped them out there, hit a bunch of them some pop-ups, just cranking some pop-ups for these little guys. So they had some good difficult ones to catch, but caught most of them, so they're getting good. But I had a great time with that. It was just nice, get on the field again, get a little bit of action, playing some, swinging a bat. I didn't really get to do that today, so it's good to take off a day every now and then. But I got work tomorrow. I'm going to be working from 3 to 7, doing parties over at the Big Easy, and then I'll be working the sock op from like 7 to 10:30 over there. So I'll be busy with that probably later half of the day. And might go check out the Saints Black and Gold game that morning tomorrow. I think it starts at like 8. Gates open up at 8, and 9:30 I think the scrimmage starts. So I might check that out in the morning. Still working on to see how I can do that. But that's about it. Today really didn't do too much else. Watching little movies right now, so it's can't remember the names. That one that came out like last year with the runaway train, kind of a okay movie, I guess. But anyway, get to the verse. We got John chapter 3, verse 18. Pretty good little verse. Turn the music down the back. We got, all right, here we go. First John chapter 3, verse 18. It says, Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. We'll get verse 19 also. It says, This then is how we know that we belong to the truth, and how we set our hearts at rest in His presence. This verse is talking about, that we don't need to, oh, my thumb's right in the camera. We don't need to love, each other and others with just with words or the way we speak, but with our actions. Actions really can say a lot about a person. I can say and proclaim that I'm a Christian all I want, but if I don't carry myself and have actions and walk the walk, without just talking the talk. If I walk the walk too, then I'm professing His name in my actions too. So just got to do that, and then and then the number 19 says, This is then how we know that we belong to the truth, and how we set our hearts at rest in His presence. If we love others, not with just our words, but with our actions, that's how we know that we belong to the truth. God is the truth. He's the way, truth, and the life. So that's how we know we belong to God. And how we set our hearts at rest in His presence. How we can have peace, in mind, and knowing that look, we got God in us. We're not just talking about it, but we're also, having actions to prove that too. So great verses right there. Definitely like those. Again, another eye black verse. I don't think I found a verse that I wouldn't write on my eye black. I might take that back. There's a couple of verses I probably wouldn't write on my eye black. Probably a couple of Song of Solomon verses I wouldn't write on my eye black. So that's another good one right there. Definitely put that on there. But DVU, day 107. That's a wrap. Catch y'all tomorrow for 108. Gonna have a good day at work. Gonna have some fun. Cutting up with some little buddies. I know sock ops always have like this little crew. It's like the little crew. They always come to the camps. They always over there hitting. And I see them every time I'm over at the Big Easy, they're there. So it's like a little crew of 5 or 6 of them, and we just have so much fun at these little sock ops because they're like older, a little bit older, so they're not really into the, doing dodgeball or chatting with the girls or whatever. So they usually just kind of hang out. We cut up a little bit, so I'm gonna have a little fun, doing that tomorrow with them, and hopefully, being a good influence on them. So I'm gonna have a good time. But anyway, Y'all have a good night. Hit the like, share, subscribe, all the buttons. You know the deal by now. I'm going to be turning my music back up and having a good night. So, sweet dreams.